Okay, so again, welcome to Unit 4, Work, Energy, and Power. So the first thing we're going to do in this unit is we're going to define what are systems. So this is more just an informational video. So the first thing we would do is we identify a system as an object or a collection of objects. So it could be something simple as a point, right? Or it can be a bunch of things, okay? So you can say, look, hey, it's a car, right? That's an object. Or it could be, a bunch of masses, right, sitting together, okay? It could be a cup of coffee. It could be the Yeti cup. It could be the thermos, right? But the system is just simply just the objects put together, right? So the objects that we're going to talk about are going to treat having no internal structure, right? So we're just going to say, hey, that's an object over there. We're not going to worry about what's happening inside. We're just looking at what's happening to that system. Interactions, basically what will occur is you're going to have two things. Two things you can do to a system. You can exert a force on the system, which was our unit 2 or dynamics unit. Or you can transfer a quantity, and that's going to be what we're going to focus on here in Unit 4. And what are we going to transfer? Well, we're going to look at that transfer of energy. Okay. Now, kind of in the universe, right, there's 3 types of systems. First thing is an open system. So that would be like the cup of coffee, where matter and energy are allowed to freely flow, right? So you have the heat coming off of here, but I'm able to put, like sugar in, or I'm able to bring in milk, right? Or cream, right? So a lot of stuff is able to go in and out of that system without any kind of diminishing, right? You can have the heat flowing out from the outside, okay? A closed system, again, matter meaning like mass or stuff, right? A closed system, matter is not allowed to flow, but energy is allowed to flow, right? So I can't put things in, but energy can come out. So if you think about a Yeti cup, and more specifically, really, I know the outside is these nice vacuum sealed, containers, but the lid still has that heat going in and out, right? And so like if I were to, so here's a Yeti cup, right? If I were to close it, there's still heat that can come out of here, right? Not a lot, but I can't put things in, right? I can't put in cream. I can't put in sugar. The second I take that lid off, now I'm back to an open system. Okay. And then isolated is this idea that matter and energy are not allowed to flow. Kind of more realistically, the way it works out, there's no really truly isolated system. Most of the systems are either going to be closed or open. The only really true isolated system is the universe. But here, if you want to think about it in the real world, a thermos, right? These nice vacuum sealed containers, but you have that vacuum sealed container on top, which means we try to reduce the amount of heat flow that's going to come out of it. But I mean, we all know there's heat flow coming out of there, but the thermos will allow for the heat to stay in there a lot longer than it would for if it was like a Yeti cup or, Arctic or whatever you want to call it. So this is systems. All right. This is going to be very important for this unit because we need to identify the system so we know how that energy is going to flow, how that energy is going to be transferred. And we did do some of that system stuff way back in Unit 2, right? So when we talked about dynamics. So then in the next video, we're going to start really introducing in the concepts of work, kinetic energy, work energy theorem, and so forth.